Right, right. So there's quite a few key pillars of this crucial India-Japan relationship or even friendship. So first things first is the infrastructure and the bullet train project, which is one of the very key points of this relationship. This relationship has been crucial in India's development of not just the transportation hubs, whether it's the metro lines in Delhi, in Mumbai, but also really the network infrastructure across the country. Highways, electricity hubs. Until now, Japan has in fact extended over 40 billion in development assistance loans to India for various projects. Moreover, India is also, as I mentioned, set to debut its first bullet train project by 2030, and this will also use Japan's latest high-speed trains, the bullet trains on the Mumbai-Ahmedabad route. And even in Japan, Prime Minister Modi and the Japanese Prime Minister are set to, in fact, ride on a bullet train ahead of that India-Japan crucial meeting. So next, the next crucial pillar of this relationship is, of course, the defense and maritime security. Both India and Japan are Quad allies, and which is an alliance with the US and Australia, and they're also very close defense allies. They hold joint drills. In fact, under the Unicorn Mars Agreement, New Delhi and Tokyo also work together for defense tech, whether it's radar systems, anti-submarine warfare, maritime security regarding equipment, fighter jet collaboration, and they're also, as I mentioned, routinely holding joint military exercises. Another crucial aspect and pillar of this relationship is the Indo-Pacific strategy. Now, both India and Japan, at a time of growing Chinese aggression, have been constantly holding naval drills, enhancing that very important Indo-Pacific security cooperation, and even working towards aligned defense policy alignment, and also coordinating efforts to maintain, as they call it, a free and open Indo-Pacific without Chinese aggression. And lastly, the fourth pillar of this relationship is, in fact, technology and clean energy. Now, semiconductors and critical minerals have remained a very important part of this relationship, and in fact, in this visit, the 8th visit by the Prime Minister, both countries are also expected to, as I mentioned, travel to the city of Sendai, which is a city known for its semiconductor prowess. So they're also expected to launch a very important economic security initiative, which is going to be based on semiconductors and artificial intelligence, as well as critical minerals, really the future of India's growth journey. And they're also expected to start a digital partnership, again, focused on semiconductors and AI. While the past, India and Japan have been focusing on infrastructure, on bullet trains, now the future of this relationship is really going to be about semiconductors and artificial intelligence. Now let's quickly look at why Japan, in fact, matters to India so much. This relationship, as I've constantly been mentioning, is a very significant one. I mentioned about the development aid, but even in FDIs, Japan is the 5th largest source of India's FDI, exceeding 43 billion in the last 2 decades. Next, of course, is the bullet train project, as I mentioned, which is going to be launched by 2030. Japan has been funding 81% of this project, has invested 17 billion. So this project is one of the key points which is why Japan really matters to New Delhi. And then we have, of course, the strategic balancing vis-a-vis China, because as I mentioned, India and Japan are crucial Quad allies and are constantly working on ensuring that the Indo-Pacific remains a free and open space. And lastly, as I mentioned, technology and innovation. Japan is a very important partner for India's future in semiconductors and artificial intelligence. So a really, really important visit, Divya.